Trapper Ed with another one. Okay, we're on phase 2 now. I'm going to show you what we've done with phase 1. Get up here on the hood. On the bumper. Look, see how I've taken that RTV and kind of eased it around the hose edge to mate the hose up with the radiator. Same thing on the bottom. Just precaution. And then that's the new hose clamp. There's the intake, or the water, what they call the water outlet into the intake manifold. It's got a gasket also in between the metal pieces, fiber gasket. You can't see it because it's underneath the blue RTV. So that's all been torqued down now, and the hoses in place, brand new hoses. So we'll let that dry overnight before we put any water in it or whatever. We'll get on with taking the holly off, and what we're going to do in this next phase is we're going to take some of this Permatex number 2 non-hardening form of gasket maker sealant. We're going to put it on both sides of the of both. There's 2 gaskets, one between the gasket adapter, Mr. Gasket Adapter, that adapts the EGR plate to the carburetor, sandwiched in between the EGR plate and the intake manifold. There's a Mr. Gasket 2x4 adapter. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get it. That's why I had to. Okay, so here's the intake. Here's the intake. Here's the EGR down here. This is the Mr. Gasket adapter, and then this is the base plate for the holly, where this nut goes in right down to here. That's the adapter. So when I take it off, I'll show you how it all sits in there. But I didn't goop up any of those gaskets, and so it's pulling air in from the bases, and because of that, it's not idling correctly. It won't set up correctly. So once I get that all squared away, hopefully the engine will start running a lot smoother, and I'll be able to idle it down to the proper specification of 650 RPM at 6 degrees before top dead center. And if you notice, there's a timing mark down in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's hidden back in here. It's in here on the actual counterweight wheel, but you won't be able to see it. Probably not. Anyways, actual pointer's right here. I have my finger, and so you want to have the timing set up. There's a line, a white line on this counterbalance, harmonic balance, counterbalance right here. Yeah, and you'll have a timing wheel hook up, and when you flash it down there, you can barely see it from here if you know what you're looking for. It's down right about there. That's 6 degrees before top dead center, and that's adjusted by loosening this bolt right here on the distributor, and then turning this distributor, I believe it's, let's see, clockwise for advance and counterclockwise for retard. I believe that's how it works. Sue me if I'm wrong. But one direction it retards it, and the other direction it advances the timing. So I believe if you turn it in the direction of rotation of the rotor, you'll be retarding it, and if you go clockwise this direction, you'll be advancing it. I think that's how it works, but don't take my word for it. Look it up in your book. Anyway, so I've got that to do, and then this PCV valve here. We're going to change that. This is probably still good, but we're going to change it anyways, and I think I'll replace that hose as well. So we'll get it all squared away, and